Hello, and welcome to a Brawl modding tutorial. Uh, I'm back from my vacation. I have a huge amount of emails, so I'm sorry. I'm going to have to take some time to get back to all of you. I can actually show you this, my email. I'm not going to show you my email, but 500 emails over the weekend I was gone, and I have to do 2 tutorials, another tutorial. Really busy for you guys. This tutorial is, of course, the tutorial I forgot, or didn't forget to make, but made the wrong tutorial last time. This is battle portraits, and this tutorial is going to be really easy to follow. However, to actually put this into Brawl will take a long time if you're doing this more than once. So let's get right into it. What was that? Go to this Expansive Webfolder, as I've referenced many times. This will be in the description, so just go Data Partition, and follow along with me as we do this. Info. And you may recognize all of those previous folders from inside your SD card if you've been doing a lot of hacking. And that's because of what the SD card does. You actually replace those files as they appear in your SD card with the real ones. And that's the basic explanation of how the file replacement code works. After info, go portrait, or portrait. And then every single one of these, all 244 of them, there's actually 245. I have 50 items per page. But the first one is just blank. What we're going to do is be editing the just normal, classic Mario texture as he appears. So click on this. It'll bring you to the download. Once you're ready, click Start to Download. Open with Brawlbox, or save it and open with Brawlbox. Once you're in here, you have 3 files. Palettes and texture. Inside the texture is 1 file. And that is the battle portrait. That's the thing that appears behind your stock when you're playing, when you're actually in a Brawl. This is what shows. And so I was mentioning that there was 244 of these. That's because every single one is its own .brres file. And what we'll do is when I show you how to put that in your SD card, I will, you'll see that you have to just, if you want every single one changed, you're going to have to download every single one and change them individually. There's no pack file that has all the BRRES in it, just these. And that's to save memory when you're playing Brawl. Because if you had to load every single one every game, instead of just one, that would obviously be a massive file. Because 3.5 kilobytes times 245 is a lot more than 3.5 kilobytes times the amount of players you have. Now that we understand that a bit more, we can minimize this, close our downloads, and we have Mario right here. We're going to have to export this texture file. If you don't know how to work around Brawlbox, this is your first tutorial or something, go check out my earlier tutorials. And if you don't know how to export data, or what a texture file is, how to edit that, also check out my earlier tutorials on that. That will help you really get into Brawl hacking comfortably. Once you have exported it, it will be in a .png file, unless you've exported it as something else. And open that up with your favorite photo editing software, minus Photoshop. You can also use programs, like I believe Microsoft Paint can open .png. I'm not sure on that. What else? There's a program called GIMP, I think. That might be something else. But if you're just looking for free software to edit photos, there's Photoshop Trial, all that stuff. So Control plus to zoom in. Knows everything is all black. There we go. Zoom in, however your program does. And because this is not a Photoshop tutorial, it's a Brawl modding tutorial, I'm not going to do anything like teach you how to use a brush or anything like that. I'm just going to do something crazy so that we can tell it actually showed up and that we have actually edited it. We're going to give them a big face like that. I'm Mario and I'm happy. And then let's just actually this. Because remember the palette limit, it will actually degrade your photo if you are doing too much. So just give him a face. And that should be fairly recognizable when we play Brawl. File, save as. Make sure to save as, and save over the thing, replace it. Yes. Yes. Minimize or close this up, and we can see that it's been edited. Not here. We need to change that. Right-click on your texture file inside BrawlBox, replace, navigate to where you have saved your file. Click on it, OK. It will show you the preview and see how there's some degradation when you bring it in so that it matches the palette. BrawlBox does that automatically for you, which is a huge help, and it will actually make sure that it's the right thing. So click OK. Make sure that it's invisible. If you're using Microsoft Paint and some other programs, I think you'll have to make that invisible, but Photoshop keeps it invisible. So again, if you don't know how to make things invisible, visit my older tutorials for an explanation on how to do that. File, save as, the whole thing, I mean, to your desktop. Save it just like this. OK. And once it's on your desktop, once you have the file saved and it's on your desktop, you can just open up your SD card that's in your Wii. Private, Wii, App, RSBE, PF, Info, Portrait, and then you just drag and drop. I know, confusing, right? Now it's in there, and what will happen is when you put that into Brawl, it will look for the file in the Brawl disk, but the file replacement code will redirect it to this file and will load this file. So every single other battle portrait you have, except this one, will load normally, but this one will load this file, and you will have that evil smiley face Mario. And remember, this isn't actual art tutorial or anything. I'm not going to show you how to make a really nice one that matches your custom texture that you want to make into a battle portrait. This is just to show you how to do it, and then you can go crazy with it by yourself. If you want me to show you how to turn screenshots into CSPs, and I guess battle portraits by extension, please vote for that tutorial at my blog. There are many other tutorials to vote for there, and I really hope you check it out. Again, I'm super busy with a lot of stuff right now, actually, so I'll try to be pumping out tutorials as best I can, and wish you all a lot of fun with Brawl modding. Thank you.